Why me? Of all people, why did this happen to me? It wasn't bad enough last week, when he only took my lunch money from me. Now this! How am I ever going to explain this black eye to my parents, my teacher, the other kids at school?
Lazar, are you all right? I saw what just happened. Why did Fletcher hit you? What's going on, Lazar?
You saw that? Did you, Jingles?
Indeed I did. I saw you get up, run away, then Fletcher started laughing like a maniac.
He is a very evil person, Jingles.
I am shocked, Lazar. He is always in good spirits at school, so suave and sophisticated in class. I've never seen him hurt anyone before. How long has this been going on?
A few weeks. Yes, he is really great when there are a lot of people around. But when it's just him and me, then he shows what he's truly like. I'm sure if he knew you were watching, he would have pretended to be his regular self. Since he didn't know you were there, he felt free to drop the charade.
I'm just stunned, Lazar. You say this has been going on a few weeks? Is that why, last week, you were dressed up as a superhero? You wanted to be invincible, so you could stand up to Fletcher?
Yes, Jingles, that's why. I realize now it was only a fantasy. No costume could give me what I need to deal with in this situation.
It all makes sense now. I've been wondering what's been wrong with you lately. Why the sudden interest in costumes, and superheroes? Why you've been so secluded and withdrawn in class, in recess? You haven't been your normal self at all.
It's hard to be normal when you have someone stalking you, threatening you, taking your lunch money, then following you home and, well, having this happen. He said if I told anyone that he did it, tomorrow I'd get even worse. Jingles, I'm at the end of my rope. I honestly don't know what I can do next.
I only wish you'd told me before now. We could have prevented this black eye, and had this matter straightened out already.
I couldn't tell you, Jingles. I just couldn't. I was too ashamed. Here I am, supposed to be king of the jungle. Yet I am not even the king of my front yard. I was just too upset and afraid of what Fletcher would do to me.
Don't worry about Fletcher anymore, Lazar. We'll deal with him in due time. Right now, I just want you to sit down for a while and rest your mind. You've had a horrid afternoon. I'll turn on the TV, and you can watch the Monday after-school special. I think today's episode is timely, in that it deals with bullies. I have not seen it yet, but it might offer some insight into how we can deal with Fletcher.
That sounds great, Jingles. I could use all the advice I can get.
Are you gonna be on my side if I let you up?
Sure, Chick, sure. I'm on your side. Just let me up. I'll do anything you say.
Okay, Skipper. You're on my side.
Sure, Chick, I'm on your side.
Okay, let's go find the other fellas.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, look what I got.
Where'd you get that?
Dad gave it to me for my birthday.
All my old man ever gave me was a good licking.
Just the same, that's where I got it.
Get off, I want to ride it.
Oh, no, Chick, not my new bike. Did he hurt you, Raymond? No, he didn't hurt me. But gosh, my new bike. I don't like that guy. Why doesn't he pick on Fred Smith or somebody his own age? Why are you always running around with him? Oh, I don't know. Are you afraid of him? Who, me? Me afraid of him?
Hey, look, no hands.
Oh, my new bike!
It was voted that the class picnic would be held next Friday afternoon in Riverside Park. Fred Smith was appointed chairman of the picnic committee. The meeting was then adjourned.
Thanks, Betty. I'll have a report from Fred Smith on the plans for the picnic.
Betty and Ginger and I had a meeting over at Ginger's house last Tuesday. We made a list of things everyone had to bring. Ginger, do you have that list?
Yes, I have the list and all the names right here. We'll post it on the bulletin board tomorrow, then everyone can see what to bring.
I think we should have lots of copies made and given to everyone in the class.
All right. I'll make up a bunch of them. Now, who's coming to the picnic?
Why, everyone in the class, I suppose.
Oh, gee whiz.
Do we have to include that chick, Alan? If he comes, he'll bring those other boys that he bullies around, and he'll just make trouble.
I guess we have to. He is one of the class.
But those younger boys, they don't have to come, do they?
Well, if he comes, he'll bring them too.
Hey, look what I got!
Let me see it.
Aw, chick!
Let me see it. Oh, this is nothing. Just something about no class picnic. Wait a minute. This gives me an idea. Where's this picnic gonna be?
Riverside Park!
Riverside Park. We can have some fun at this picnic.
Well, sure, you always have fun at a picnic.
No, that's not what I'm thinking, people. I mean some real fun. We can fix this picnic. All we have to do is this. Okay, does everybody know what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, sure, chick, we got it.
Golly, chick, I don't think we ought to.
You don't think we ought to what?
Nothing, chick, nothing.
Well, all right.
Skipper? What's the matter?
There isn't anything the matter.
Did I do something?
No, you didn't do anything. Just go away and leave me alone, will you?
I'm sorry if I did.
Ginger!
Do you know Chick Allen? I know who he is. He's in our class.
Oh, Ginger? Well, Chick's gonna do something terrible to ruin your picnic. And I'm supposed to help him.
The picnic?
Yeah, the picnic.
But Skipper, why the picnic?
Oh, I don't know why the picnic. It's just Chick. It's the way he is. He's not happy unless he's breaking something or hurting somebody.
But it's a class picnic. It's for everybody. It's for him, too.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything to him. Not Chick. It was a picnic for his own family. He just as soon busted up as not.
What have you got to do with it, Skipper?
I'm supposed to get mud and mess up the picnic tables. Johnny's got to get firecrackers and set them off and scare everybody. George and Tommy are going to steal the food, and gosh, it'll be awful.
And what's your friend Chick going to do?
Well, he's going to... Golly, I don't know what he's going to do.
Just as I thought. He makes you younger kids do all the dirty work. He's a big shot.
Sis, it wasn't my idea. I don't want to do it.
Then why do you go around with that Chick Allen anyway? Why do you let him get you into things like this?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, well...
Don't worry, Skipper. We'll think of some way to take care of Chick Allen. I can't tell you how I found out, but I did, and it's terrible. They're going to put mud on the picnic tables and light big firecrackers. They're even going to steal the food. There won't be any picnic left when they get through. What are we going to do?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over and dust that Chick Allen in the nose. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to. Let's go get it.
Sure.
Now, wait a minute. Wait nothing. I'm going to go get him right now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. If we all go after Chick now, he won't have to break up the picnic. He'll have had his fun just seeing how mad he made us. Now listen, what we got to do is simple. All we got to do is to get the other kids and go down.
Skip? Yeah?
I don't think think we ought to do it. Do you?
Oh, I don't know.
You mean you want to?
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, but...
Raymond, can you keep a secret?
Well, sure.
Promise you won't tell.
Well, sure.
Everything's gonna be all right.
What do you mean everything's gonna be all right?
The other kids know what Chick's planning for us to do at the picnic.
Oh, my gosh, they'll kill us.
No, they won't. It's gonna be all right.
But, Skip, I don't see how...
Look, you just do what Chick tells you to.
But I don't see how...
It's gonna be all right, Raymond. It's gonna be all right.
Okay, you guys all know what you're gonna do. Billy, you got those firecrackers? Tommy, is that bucket of mud ready?
Yeah, Chick, it's ready.
Okay, let's splash this mud on these tables. Now here's how we're gonna do it. The minute the class gets off the bus, you light those firecrackers. And when the bus stops and everybody gets out and comes running to see what the noise is, the rest of you guys jump in the bus and make off with the food. Then we'll run over there in the woods and watch the fun. This ought to be pretty good. All right, now, let's get to work. Let's mess this place up a little.
My gosh, Chick, I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm getting hungry, too.
Oh, shut up. They'll be here in a little while.
But what if they don't come?
They'll come, all right.
Well, here comes someone anyway.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, Barney. What do you want?
I got something for you.
What is it?
I don't know.
Let me see it. All right, you boys, we're going to Clinton Park.
But hey! Dear Chick, when we heard what you were going to do at the picnic at Riverside Park, we changed it to Clinton Park. Hope you'll change your plans and come on over. The class.
Boy, this sure is going to be a good picnic. Boy, it sure is, in spite of Chick Allen's big plan.
Say, I wonder what's the matter with him anyway.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's just kind of mixed up.
Why do you suppose he's always blowing somebody around? How come he's always showing off? Why can't he just be satisfied to have fun with the rest of us?
I don't know. He sure got me buffaloed.
Me too. I wonder what he'll do when he gets our note. You don't suppose he'll really come over here, do you? Uh-oh, look.
Okay, now. Remember what we said if he did come. It's up to Chick. If he wants to be like one of us, all right. If not...
Yes, Chick, it's up to you. Can you be satisfied just to have fun with the rest of them? Are you really so brave, or are you the one who is afraid? Have you learned anything from the way the class has treated you? And you, members of the class, were you right in secretly moving the location of the picnic? How will you treat Chick Allen now? How will you act? Do you still think you handled the bully problem in the right way? Anything else have been done about Chick? What do you think?
What did you think, Lazar? What of the student's solution to the problem of their bully?
It was interesting, but I'm not sure it really applies to what I'm going through with Fletcher. He's not causing a problem for all the kids in our class or school, just me. At least, I'm the only one I know of that's being targeted. I'd feel really strange going to all of our friends and asking them to gang up on Fletcher. I'm sure it would scare the daylights out of him. Wouldn't that make us just as bad as Fletcher?
You are, without a doubt, the wisest lion I've ever known, Lazar. You're older than your years by a long shot. Yes, the gang mentality would only make it worse. I can just see the scene now. You, myself, All of our friends on one side, with Fletcher on the other. It would be a scene, one I'm sure Fletcher wouldn't have the courage to face. Yet, the main problem with force in numbers is that, eventually, we're all on our own again. Fletcher would realize this and then target us all individually, as he has you. Then we'd all be in the same spot you're in now. No, you are correct, Lazar.
It was an interesting suggestion nonetheless, but if I'm going to get Fletcher off my back totally, it's going to take a plan that has the same amount of force, but in a less military fashion.
There is another film just starting after the commercials. Let's watch, and see if it can give us any more ideas on what we should do next.
What have we got to lose, Jingles? Let's watch.
Do it and get it over with. Let's go. Get your window. Hurry up. Let's go. Get your window out.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
That boy's face, Charlie Green's boy, with a gang of toughs, be a shock to Charlie. Hard on the boy, too, if he's picked up. Maybe I didn't really see who it was. No, not right to hide him. If he gets away this time, he'll get in worse trouble later. Besides, it's my job to turn him in.
Right or wrong? The watchman has made his decision. A moral decision. Like other moral decisions, it will have an effect on other people, make them also choose right from wrong. Every decision we make, every action we take, affects the lives of others around us. So, as you watch a chain of decisions in this film, try to see how various people decide what is right. Try to judge their decisions. The film will not judge. That's up to you.
We'll pick him up. Okay.
What is it?
Oh,
Harry Green lives here.
Harry in trouble?
Is he in?
What's he done? He hasn't done anything wrong. Not really wrong. He couldn't. Say he isn't here. Cover up. But if the police want him, if he's done something...
Well, lady?
Can't help him by hiding him. He's here. Come in.
Look, Mr. Gassner, the boy your watchman saw at your warehouse has no record. He's scared silly. Suppose we arrange for the boy to replace the windows.
Officer, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get out of bed and come down here because of the few dollars the windows would cost. That isn't important. What is important is the vandalism in this neighborhood. Warehouses, homes, cars, stores. And through this boy, we have a chance to get at a whole gang and break it up.
But the boy won't talk. He won't tell us who the others were. And besides, he says that he didn't throw anything.
But he's our only chance to get at this gang of vandals. Hold him anyway. I'll sign a complaint if necessary. Might help just to bring him to trial.
All right. I'll talk to him some more. And then I'll get in touch with you. Good night, Mr. Kastner.
Good night, Sergeant.
Get him to talk. Get tough with him. Scare him. You can make him talk. No. Then he'd hate the cops. Turn against them. Make a regular gangster out of him. Come on in, Harry. Come on in. Close the door. You're in a spot, boy. I guess you know that. Don't you want to sit down? Serious charge against you.
What charge?
Vandalism. Willful and malicious destruction of property.
You mean?
Sit down, boy. Look, Harry. This fellow's going to sign a complaint against you. He won't be satisfied with simply letting you pay for the window you broke.
I didn't break his window.
Who did? It'll be much easier for you if you'll help us. Tell us who was with you. Just exactly what happened. You'll get off much easier.
Get off easier. Tell what happened. Squeal on the others.
Well, boy, you want to talk? Okay, I won't ask you again. There's a fella coming over from your church. Your mother sent him. Name's Barker. You can wait over there till he gets here.
Harry, Mr. Barker. Sorry it took me so long to get here. You can come home with me now. Thanks, Sergeant. I'll bring him back in the morning. Come on, Harry. Well, Harry?
I didn't break any windows.
But someone did. Sit down, Harry. Want something to eat? You sure? Oh, I left a note for your father. When he gets home from work this morning, he'll probably stop by. Harry, I think I know you pretty well. I think you really didn't break any windows. But we'll have a hard time proving that in court, unless some of the others who were there speak up for you.
Can't you see? I can't tell you who was there. It isn't right to squeal on your friends. You haven't got any right to ask me.
You can sleep here tonight, Harry. I'll get a pillow and blanket.
Aren't you going to ask me any more questions?
Just one. Is it right to hide a lawbreaker from justice?
Harry's problem is far from solved. It's not the purpose of this film to solve his problem. That's up to you. Discover and apply your moral standards. Think of the decisions yet to be made, of the decisions already made. Judge them in the light of your standards. What is right and wrong? Did you agree with Harry's decisions? Would you have done the same? What about the night watchman? How did he decide what was right? Would you have done what he did? What did Harry's mother do that revealed her sense of right and wrong? Did you agree with her? Would you have taken Mr. Kastner's stand? Would you, in Sergeant Kelly's place, have forced Harry to talk for his own good? Suppose you were in Mr. Barker's shoes. How would you have helped Harry? How would you have decided what was right? What if you had Harry's problem? How would you work it out? It's your story now. You decide what is right.
This movie does offer a possible solution, Jingles. Going to the school administrator. That might work. But there is something I'm worried about.
What problem, Lazar? What don't you think you can handle?
The fact that everyone in school sees Fletcher as a great guy. Always laughing, always fun to be around, always one with the right answer when called on in class. Everyone, students, teachers, crossing guards, the school chef, they all think Fletcher is a fantastic student, athlete, a wonderful person. If I go up to the school administrator and say Fletcher gave me this black eye, it would be my word against his.
That is all true, Lazar, but you're forgetting one thing, one very important thing.
What's that, Jingles? What have I forgotten?
Who else do you know in our school who has the same kind of reputation as Fletcher? Who else do we know that is on good terms with the teachers, the students, the chef, the crossing guards?
Well, that would be you, Jingles.
Indeed, that is me. Also, I saw Fletcher hit you. I saw him give you a black eye. Do you know how many eyewitnesses you need to get a conviction on someone who committed a crime?
No, Jingles. How many?
One eyewitness, that is all.
One? Just one? That's it?
That is all it takes, Lazar.
But that means, if you were to go with me when I explain about Fletcher...
Yes, you'd have an eyewitness to the assault, as they'd say in court. That's all you'd need to back you up.
That's not all I'd need, though, Jingles.
What do you mean, Lazar?
I need something more. I'm afraid, Jingles. I'm really afraid to go see the school administrator. I know now that we could prove what Fletcher is doing to me is really happening. But I'm really scared, Jingles. Scared of what Fletcher will do to me after the school administrator confronts him with all I'd say. The next day at school, what is he going to do to me? I'm scared to walk into her office. Tell her all of this. I'm scared, Jingles, really scared.
Well, we'll deal with the fear shortly. That black eye is really bad, Lazar. Let's go put something on it. Once the swelling is under control, I'm 100% positive that I know how to alleviate your fear of the future. Bunsen, are you upstairs? You are? Great! Can you cue up those 2 films I was working on restoring last week? I'm going to show them to Lazar later on tonight.
Films? What are they about, Jingles?
Let's get that eye tended to first, Lazar. Then we'll work on your self-confidence.